Okay, hopefully the war exhaustion will go away soon. It'll start to tick down once I finally make peace. It'll take about 3 years before it all disappears. Hopefully by then I'll be able to gain enough points to start exploring. That's the reason why I'm not teching up. Well, I don't have anywhere at the points, but I won't be teching up in Diplo for a while because better to get exploration on the road, get the colonists, get the quest for the New World, ideally get an explorer out there, start exploring. The colonial range isn't key just yet, but it should be enough to get from here to Aragon, which is why I need to try and beat Portugal to us. Because Portugal, yeah, as I said, Portugal can be painful. Yes! Goodbye, Enrique! Yeah! Yes! Die, you son of a bitch! Ugh, that's beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. It's a pain I didn't get an heir straight off, so I might get a Valois, which is ever so slightly annoying, but yes, no more Enrique. Oh, thank God he died. And that's why you make him a general. He's a better chance of dying because not only does he have the tick, not only does he have the random chance of just dying in general, as well as all the other events, but he has a chance of dying because he's a general. He has 2 shots. I am not going to tech up and dip because I want to save it for exploration to be able to get the ideally just to, by the time I take exploration, I just want to go straight to Quest for the New World and get the explorer in one shot. Start exploring, ideally get Aragon, get Cape Verde before Portugal can even look at it. And there we go, 100%, cause 5 years from the start of the war and I fully occupied the primary belligerent. Almost no aggressive expansion. Boom. Full annex reconquest by Granada. Oh, you've got to be joking me. Wait, what? This always confuses me. And I haven't actually seen it happen to be able to judge it, but how does a succession war start between me and someone else? How am I able to contest a succession war over me? That's always confused me. I don't know. Anyway, Granada nationalists will be here for a while, mostly because of the intolerance from lack of tolerance, really. But the war exhaustion is going to start ticking down as well. There's Gibraltar. Converted to Catholic, that's not going to happen because it takes forever. Our base missionary... Oh, wow, that's new. I've not seen that yet. Usually you used to have to try and calculate this yourself, but it says it right there. Our base missionary strength here is minus 0.9, mostly because Sunni minus 2 to convert. Which is pretty much... We'll get it once we get Spanish Inquisition. We'll get a little bit of missionary strength and we can actually start converting them. We also start with a bonus missionary, as well as that morale. But yeah, we kind of need that. Or we could continue the Reconquista, which requires us to own a few Christian cities across. Requires us to own Tangiers here, Melilla, which is just over here, and yeah, it is Oran. 100 admin and 10 army tradition. Army tradition is always nice because better generals, but that requires facing off against the North Africans. Also, 100 points isn't much when you consider that these provinces costs a shit ton from the core creation cost. Like this costs 80. This will cost a base of 120, costs a little more because of the war exhaustion, 120 here as well. It costs like 320 to core these 3 and you only get 100 out of it. It's a bit of a bitch. But if I can take them like one at a time, like you're already allied with this guy here, then it's doable. Although I'll probably want more cogs before I do that. If and when I do that. Oh, I've got plenty of navals. Plenty of naval support limits. I should actually build some cogs. I like having enough transports that I can take an entire, or nearly an entire, general army stack that I do. So I can bring them all at once. Ooh. What? Ow. Really? Morocco's no longer a valid rival. Ugh. Not doing either of those. Mostly because I can't. And I really don't want to. Alright. And then now I'm just gonna fish around for an heir. That's not nice. I really wanted to get an heir straight up from that. Hang on, let me take out the... hang on. Oh, no, right, Control A doesn't work on this. Which is ever so slightly annoying. Protect trade in Sevilla. Make me some money. See, even Andalusia. Even though I prefer Andalusia, we'll get the trade buildings later on. But I like having Cadiz as like a naval base. Actually, go into Cadiz. Cadiz always makes a nice naval base. Then again, so will the Algarve now that I've taken it over. Fuck you, Portugal. Fuck you. Really though, I need to get myself into a war. You cannot fall under a personal union while you are at war. But still, I still don't know how the hell this works. How is there a succession war over myself? Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. How do I have a succession war over myself? Is there anyone over here I wouldn't mind getting an alliance with? Because I do have a slot. But Scotland, maybe. And again, Scotland probably just coming against England, and I can't really do much because, while I could get troops there, I have to get through the British Navy, and the British Navy is painful. Painful at the best of times. I should just improve relations with the Pope. Because the more relations with the Pope, the more... Ooh, Bavaria. Oh, Bavaria took Ansbach early. Yeah, that usually happens. Then Austria's like, nope, you get rid of that and you give that back. Sort of thing. But yeah, now we just gotta wait for... Oh! Beautiful! Oh, that is beautiful. 635. It's a Valois. Fuck. Did they just get the event for it? I can't tell. Do they get the event for what is it? For, you know, your dynasty on another throne? Do they get that? Ooh, how does that affect? Does that actually affect this? Do we need to have the same dynasty? I need to check that actually. Let's just get rid of you. I find it annoying that the internal Steam web browser doesn't seem to want to work. Yeah, Iberian wedding. There we go. I don't know about this. All the following. Oh, it's rulers. Ah, okay. Right. It's rulers, not heirs. Oh, I always thought it was heirs. Right then, so, yeah. Our ruler's female and Aragon's is male, or vice versa. Or Aragon is in a regency, and if Aragon is in a regency... The meantime to happen is a lot less, only 10 years as opposed to 100. But it now becomes available to 1530 instead of 1500. But yeah, ooh. So I can't tell if that's a girl or not. They're both kings for now. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But, oh, beautiful. 635. Even if I have to endure regency for a while, that's beautiful. 635, that is just great. In fact, so great. Boot, okay, hang on, that was an event. Ooh, wow! Ooh, wow! Juan, you're pretty good as a general. Not bad, okay. Well, this is new, I have not actually seen this. After having expelled the Jews in 1492, okay, the Catholic... It's way early for that. The Catholic sovereigns of Spain considered it was time to look after the Moorish provinces of Al-Andalus, southern parts of the peninsula, from the old Muslim kingdoms of Valencia and above all Granada. Al-Andalus, I believe, is Almeria. With the renewal of the Inquisition, Spain became a country of religious fanatics where agricultural work and crafts were considered labours unworthy of Christians. Forced conversions followed, as well as enslavement, torture and executions, where many were burned at the stake. In the wake of these persecutions, many thousands left Spain. Ooh. So, whoa, this is... Wow, I have not seen this. I have not had this before. So, let us be rid of those we cannot trust. Gain theologian. Gain Tomas. Tomas. That's Irish for Tomas. I don't know if that's how it is pronounced in Spanish, but gain a theologian. Gain a level 1 theologian. Almeria, Granada and Gibraltar become Catholic, get a forced conversion for 10 years, which is a bit of base unrest, loosen tax and manpower, that's fine, don't have to worry about that. The Moors turn to Morocco, gain a little bit of reform desire. or gain toleration, lose a bit of a foreign desire, gain a free stability, and until the king dies, we gain cheaper stab, less true fate tolerance, and wow, that is shit. Why would I lose 2 true faith tolerance to gain 1 of both heretics and heathens? Especially since I got that, I got the other event, which reduced my heathen tolerance. Why on earth would I do? I know it's a. That is no. We'll get rid of it. So we'll take this and convert Gibraltar to Catholic. We'll get rid of those we cannot trust. When we get the advisor, we've converted Gibraltar to Catholic. Beautiful. And yeah, that's everything done, I believe. So the other thing is that forced conversion of there's no C there. Forced onversion, okay. Nice bug fixing there, Paradox. Nice QA. The +2 from forced conversion is a hell of a lot less than the tolerance of the true faith. The big difference between the -4 for heathens versus the what is +5 for Catholics. I'm gonna theologian for less unrest. Not that I really need less unrest. I'm actually gonna gladly keep the inflation reduction guy because I don't exactly have much unrest to worry about, with the exception of Portugal, and even that is easily handled. So sweet, free conversions. Nice. I did not know that happened. So I can actually build boats there and they'll come out just as quickly as they will everywhere else. Sweet. So do I need a few more cogs? I got another 6 coming out. Really? I need... yeah. A few more cogs will be nice. It'll be nice to have 16 transports for armies of... well, they will be 16 once I top them up. Oh, I should actually do that now. I should top up the armies, considering I have an increased force limit now to 34, so I can either fortify the Canarias, become the Pope, which is a crapshoot and not worth the 5 prestige, continue the Reconquista, let's at least just fortify the Canaries, a little bit of army tradition, a little bit extra manpower out there as well, especially since this place is not distant overseas. No, it's not distant overseas, close enough. And that's the other thing, most of these provinces around here are not distant overseas from Toledo or Madrid. I think it goes to about... I don't know where it goes actually. Does it go to like about here or something? So I could take over a bunch of North Africa and it won't be distant overseas, so I get the full benefits from it, which will be very nice to have. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Moroccan pretenders. You're having a problem there, Morocco. You're going to have a bit of a problem. Nope. I always like to pause before I make movements, because sometimes it takes a while for the movement to process, or if you're doing it while the game is still running, it sometimes kind of jumps a bit, or it doesn't register properly. I've had that happen. I've had that happen just plain normally. I click somewhere like Lombardia and it'll be like, no, you clicked on like Parma, so we're going to send it to Parma, and I'm like, no, that's not where I went. It happens a lot at the autosave. The ever so slightly annoying Iron Man autosave. Every bloody month. Every goddamn bloody month. Admin 4, we're gonna get that about 1455. When I presume that's a she. I don't know if that's a girl or a guy. It looks like it. I think that's a girl, because once she comes of age, hopefully then I'll be switching straight to... I'll be switching focus, but I don't know where I'm gonna go to. Dip focus will be nice to help breeze, or to blitz through exploration. And with the way her points are aligned, that would actually do well, because 635 will become a 554 with focus. So yeah, that actually sounds like a plan. Once I become available to change my national focus, I can do that. Actually, is there a message setting for that? I don't know if there is. I've not actually checked if focus is available. No, you just have to remember it. Right. There's a few things in this game you just have to remember off by heart. Can be a tad annoying, but what can you do? So now just wait to fortify the Canaries, and hopefully... You went dip 4, okay, you're going to take a while to get there. Although 6 dip, and 6 dip here, yeah, Portugal is going to need to be taken out. Also, ooh, remove the alliance with England. Interesting. I'd like to get a few more claims on you. I can stop improving with France. If I get the wedding, it would be good to be able to declare on Portugal as soon as possible, to be able to get rid of them. Or ideally, I want to get rid of 2 of their ports. Porto, or 3 of their ports. Porto, Coimbra, and Alentejo. That will kind of... It won't stop them from colonizing, but it will seriously kind of... It'll seriously annoy them. It'll kind of get rid of a lot... It'll get rid of a lot of their naval force limits, and hopefully they'll be able to go... Oh, bloody Austria. Austria the bully. Austria always making all of the other nations spit out stuff, and especially when they take AE. Whenever Austria decides to pull a conquest war on someone, they get like no AE at all. Ugh, lucky nations. Bloody fucking lucky nation bullshit. Decent money. Ah, ooh, nice. It only loses mill power. Sweet. Do I want force limits? Oh, they've changed force limits to specifically be 2 separate words as opposed to all one word force limit. It used to be all one word and force limit. Now it's specifically force limit. Huh. I don't need the extra force limits. This one would be nice, but no, I generally like to take defensive because morale is lovely. Gotta love having bonus morale, because morale does a lot of things. Morale is kind of most important. If you have so much more morale than the enemy, they're going to take morale damage so quickly that you can pretty well stack wipe. I've had it happen. I've gone in with like a morale of 4 against a morale of like 6. Even when I had much better troops, higher tech, higher discipline, stuff like that, I just got taken out so fast because no base morale. Which is kind of why France can be scary. When they get a land as their 2nd national idea, that's plus 20% morale, and they take defensive as their 4th idea. Yeah, they get scary. That's 35% bonus morale. We have the base 15 from the ideas. Defensive, I don't know if it'll be needed later on. It'll be nice to have. It's still better than what others are around, but you know, it might be nice to have. Okay, I'm just gonna be, you know, go crazy and want to continue the Reconquista. It gives me the claims I need. And the real question is, do I go now? Not really. I can't court. Well, I could court a stuff. I don't want to court a stuff because it is expensive. And my admin is better spent getting Tech 4. Once I get admin Tech 4, then grand. Aragon goes maritime, yeah. France always goes economic first. England hasn't even gotten there. Yes, neither is Scotland. Burgundy goes... I think England goes admin, Burgundy goes admin. Yeah, there's admin. Austria goes influence. Poland tends to go diplomatic. Kebab? They get humanist first. Kebab is peculiar. Sometimes they go like maritime first, sometimes I think they go maritime first. Oh, there's also been a peculiar change in 1.10, which means that when you're taking new idea groups, you can't take an idea group if you already have more than 50, if your current idea groups are already over 50% in a certain type. So you can't take 2 of the same class of idea group in the first 2 ideas. You also can't do it if you also can't like take like I can't take admin, I can't take 2 dips, can't take 2 mills. You can for 1 and 3, but you then can't for 1, 3 and 4. It's a bit of an arbitrary limit. That said, I haven't exactly had a game where I've wanted loads of a particular group. Although whenever I've played Ottomans, I found a great start to be admin. Actually, well, the start I've done last time when I played around in the 1001 was admin, offensive, humanist expansion. Mostly expansion because you want to start getting Siberia. Even if you can't physically cut Muscovy off, if you can get expansion when Muscovy weren't able to get a port, then you can just start doing Siberia before they can even get there. And of course, at that point of the game, at that time, by the time you're in your 4th group, you're probably going to want to start already going through Golden Horde, Nogai, Kazan, to be able to colonize up here. If you can like guarantee Perm or something. Well, Perm starts as a vassal. If they ever lose a war such that Perm gets knocked out of them, then you can guarantee Perm and they can't get anywhere. Because if they want to attack Perm, they have to go through you as well. It's brilliant. Oh, so close to admin 4. Come on. April. Or was it May? It changes a bit. I don't know why it keeps the date there. It should just say the month. Someone has admin 5 already? Or mill 5? Probably Tuscany. Is it Tuscany? It's Tuscany. It's always Tuscany. Tuscany, yeah, they have a huge ruler to begin with, and then the AI tends to keep them going, so yeah, 666 right there. And I don't think Tuscany, well, they start with innovative, and they also get a tech discount very early on. Tuscany tends to lead the technologies, so you tend to get neighbour bonus kind of early on from Tuscany. Well, Savoy also has... That's interesting. Savoy got a fair chunk there. But yeah, because I've done a little bit of early conquering, mostly Algarve, which was only 140 minus the claim. Oh, and that's another thing they've changed. You no longer lose claims when you own the province. I've had that where I've taken a peace with someone near or at the end of the month, and then in the month tick over, I lose the claim on the province. It's, yeah, I'm glad they changed that so you, once you actually take the province, you don't lose the claim. Sure, let's just claim more of your land. Still waiting for admin. Oh, no, that was admin 4. Sweet! And we can go straight into exploring, because that's kind of part of the thing of exploration, or of El Dorado. It's kind of based on exploration and things like that. So we got the colonists, not that I can colonize anywhere. I need to find Argman down here. That will be quest for the new world whenever I get 400 dip points. And then I need another 50 to hire the explorer. And then we can go find things. Annoyingly though, I've already dropped down below 25, so yeah. Has the truce expired with either of them so that I can embargo them to start getting points? No. A few more years, unfortunate. And has the war exhaustion dropped down enough? A couple more months. Tlemcen at Wart Tunis. Is Tunis win? Ooh, Moroccan Patriots in Ceuta. That's a shame, Portugal. That is a shame. Tlemcen has nothing. Yeah, at war with Tunis. Tunis facing Tlemcen, Tugor, and Fezzan. Tugor has nothing. Fezzan has 1. Yeah, okay. We should start doing some reconquistaing. Especially now that I have the points. By the time the siege progresses, I'll probably have made enough points that I can actually court. No, don't do that. He doesn't have any siege. He's not worth using. And let me get Armada Real into Almeria so I can pick them up and go straight into Wayran. I need to stop improving with the Pope in order to do that. Let's wait for the Death to come back and then declare, take Wayran. Aragon would join, but I don't think I need them to. They would join, but I really don't need them to. They're fine on their own. As much as I think they'd like to gain... Oh, they have some prestige. Okay, as much as they'd like to gain prestige, I don't need them. I'm just going to take this straight up. Oh yeah, Navarre. Forgot about Navarre. Yeah, whatever. Honor military alliances all you want. It's a load of troops versus not very many of yours, because you're already having problems with war exhaustion and the like. We'll land on the 24th. Eventually. Takes a little while. No, off you run. I was going to go try and, you know, wipe you a bit more or kill your armies, but that'll do. You and Tunis fight it out while I siege out your province. Okay? Grand. And then there's the worry about Morocco, who are only allied with this thing here. That's something I have to worry about. I don't think, anyway. But, you know, Tangiers would be great because it's a centre of trade in Sevilla. So there's definitely a big reason for wanting the province. Oh, those Moroccan Patriots. Did Portugal actually try hitting them? Yeah, he did. Portugal actually tried to land on them and kill them, and he's only going with like 3 troops. Why? You're just sending them all to their death. Oh, silly Portugal. Silly AI sometimes. The AI, yeah. Silly, shall we say. Navarre. What is still Navarro? Well, I think it's because Basque is now in Iberian. It used to be... Basque used to be solo, I think. And Defender's Faith, yeah, I don't need that. It's nice maybe a little later on, depending on the fate. Mostly it's there for the extra missionary. The morale is nice to have. The monthly war exhaustion is great. The monthly war exhaustion reduction is great to have because it's one of the few ways that you can actually get native war exhaustion reduction. Oh no, they're actually going to beat. Damn it. God damn it, Portugal. Lose to your rebels. Come on. You must lose to your rebels so that you lose the province. Yes, they lost. You must lose the province to Morocco because you don't deserve it. Alternatively, I'll just take it from you later. No, they're just going to send more troops. Anyway, Portugal's not having a good start this game, which is good because then I get to absolutely destroy them. And with Portugal in the picture, then the Treaty of Tordesillas is going to basically be there for me. Possibly France. Depends on how quickly I colonize things. I don't know if I want Brazil. Brazil is a huge CN to have. But Caribbean is worth so much more. And Brazil, you have to ping pong through the Ivory Coast before it comes here, which means others can pick some out of it. Particularly, you know, Ivory Coast can also go to Bordeaux and the English Channel, so they can pick stuff out of there. And of course, the bigger the colonial nation, the other thing, colonial nations with at least 10 provinces give a colonial merchant. Again, more merchants. It's like things that just give merchants. There are so many merchants you can get now. You can get it from trade companies, you can get them from colonial nations, you can get it from just by having the trade ideas. Like, even just from having trade companies and trade ideas without any CNs and things like that. I think I've had like up to 14 merchants at one point. I think that was Dutch with a couple of companies down here, the decisions over there, trade ideas. Yeah, you can get a lot. This is still cheap enough. It's only 70. Only 70. Oh, there's the general. Oh, revolt. Ooh. Oh yeah, they changed this. This event used to be badly coded. It was just gain 10 base unrest, which changed the base unrest. Oh, there is no base. Well, there is when you have it. So Algarve gets 10 base unrest, or it can lose 5 unrest for the next 5 years in exchange for 20% local autonomy. That's 25% local autonomy gives me 10 for ages, but it takes a lot longer to get rid of. I'm going to... You know what? Fine, I'll lower the taxes. You can have some autonomy, you can lower the taxes, you can lose some unrest. And that means this is actually going to start ticking down now, because there's nothing to... Yeah, because there's no... there's no siege progression, there's no unrest there, so the siege or the rebel faction progression now ticks down instead of up. Beautiful. I lost the general, but that's fine, because I'm going to want to hire an explorer and not have to pay extra for it, so yay. Oh, this is good. So I just want to take Oran. I just want to take Oran because I don't have planes anywhere else, and it is expensive to core everywhere else. There's that siege. That's all I want from you. -2. If I start sieging the capital, they'll probably give up because the occupied and besieged provinces modifier will probably be enough to convince them to leave, to give it over. Here we go. Thank you. I will take that. Yeah, it is Oran. Core 70. It's a lot of base unrest from the nationalism and intolerance and stuff like that, so we'll give you some autonomy. Okay, 1 down. Now we just have to get the other 2 from Morocco, but that requires having a lot more points. It requires having at least 210. So that'll take a little while. Ooh, France has Pope. As I said, I don't invest in trying to become papal controller, I just save it for stab and mercantilism. You cannot go wrong with mercantilism. It only improves. It's only good. I remember when mercantilism, you used to have to actually be... You used to have your mercantilism in a specific window. It was... You used to have to keep your mercantilism under 30 to be able to get the East Indian trade route. You used to have less than 30 mercantilism to have this. And so then there were events, because back then, obviously, all the things that were policies were just decisions, so there were decisions that gave you like 5 mercantilism at a time. Similar thing where like Genoa had admissions that gave 10 mercantilism at a time. And there were times where I used to not take... There are times when I had lots of mercantilism, I used to not take the plus mercantilism decisions or save the... There was one decision, I don't know if it was the mining act or something, but basically it reduced your mercantilism when you took it. So I used to save that in case there was an event that gave me mercantilism that put me over 30 that would lose the trade route. Because it used to be like plus 15% instead of like plus 5, but now it's a lot less. Oh yeah, these are new occupation of Rome. Well, actually, occupation of Rome was there, but it's also subjugation of the Pope. If you are the overlord of the Pope and you're not Italy, you lose a lot of stuff. Also, if, you know, Rome is owned by you, or a vassal, you're not the overlord of the Pope, and you're not Italy. They had to put that in, because Italy used to get... Whenever you formed Italy, you used to get a malus for having Rome, even though, you know, you're Italy, it's your capital, you should have it, sort of thing.